Hey, what's up guys, and welcome in to one of my first ever videos on this channel. Ones that you've seen in the past have been gaming videos, and that was years ago. But we're finally back here on YouTube. Yippee! You guys may have seen a few of my YouTube lives recently. We've been playing quite a few different games over here, which has been really fun. We've been doing it alongside doing Twitch streams, which has been absolutely fantastic. But I figured that since we're here, we might as well do a little bit more and see if we can get even more content out for you guys that have been loving what we've been doing. That being said, I have decided that we are going to be reacting to a spooky video today. I know, pretty damn fancy indeed. But we are now going to be watching a video. It's called 5 Scary Videos That Will Scare You Silly. It's by Nuke's Top 5, and I've heard some good stuff about this guy. I've heard some stuff that his videos seem to be really cool, and also, let's just say as well, this in particular video actually has 4.4 million views and 86k likes. I mean, then again, that ratio is not too great. But that being said, we'll see what happens anyway. But we're going to try it out. So with that being said, everyone sit back, relax, enjoy the show. It's going to be an absolute banger. But also, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. And let's get this part on the road. Well, here we go then, guys. It could be a spooky one. I've heard this video is quite scary, so I don't know. But then again, I don't really believe in ghosts too much, so I'll be a bit surprised if they actually catches me off guard today. But that being said, let's have a gander, let's have a look, and hopefully they're not too fake. But then again, I'm a bit of a skeptic when it comes to this stuff. But anyway, let's get to it. Nuke's Top 5.
5 ghosts.
I know Queso reacts to these ones.
Sent strange footage of 2 guys exploring an abandoned apartment complex.
Okay.
As is common in Japanese videos, the identities of the 2 friends are kept anonymous with facial blurring.
Well, that's good then, because
So
I can imagine they get a lot of
abandoned
attention in
apartment
these
complex is
videos.
said to- The story goes that once you step inside the unlocked apartment door, you will be cursed.
Right, so I've got any proof to back that up then?
Explorers hop the fence surrounding the complex and quietly begin checking each and every door.
Okay.
All the doors on the 1st and 2nd floor are locked, so they head up to the 3rd floor when something stops them in their tracks.
What? It says stay away. Hey, you know what? That is, like, that's minuscule. Like, honestly, are they just going for anything these days? Just saying stay away. Like, and even then, like, this could have been anyone behind the camera. Is there another camera pointing backwards? No, there isn't. It could literally just be some mate of theirs with a really deep voice, just saying stay away. That's all it could be. Honestly, I don't see how this can possibly not be debunked. You know, like it's like, oh Jesus Christ, these are getting pretty easy these days, honestly.
The 2 explorers are confused as they hear an eerie voice say in Japanese, "Stay away."
It could have just been his mate. That is literally barely even caught on camera, honestly.
Now, most people would consider this a
mumble on the
warning
voice.
to leave, but these guys just kinda shrug it off and continue on. They keep checking for any unlocked apartment doors, but they have no idea that it now seems like they are being watched.
Sure they are. Yeah, maybe they are, because they look like absolute maniacs walking around with a flashlight at the middle of the night on this apartment complex that is supposedly abandoned. Maybe it's not even abandoned. Maybe they're just knocking on random people's doors. I don't know. I'm sure they're not, but like, funny if they were though. Guys, can you imagine if they just started folding like in Phasmophobia? Like. The entire body just crumples down and it just folds back and forth at the hips. Anyway, I got caught off guard anyway. Sorry. My God.
Did you see it?
See what?
As they are heading back up to the 3rd floor, a mysterious translucent figure can be seen staring at them from the landing on the 5th floor across the plaza.
What?
Staring at them from the
Translucent figure! Hey! Really? That's... Hey, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that's just a shadow. If they actually say it's a shadow, they'll say it's fucking anything. They'll say it's a forklift. Honestly, is that it? Like, it is literally just a trick of the light. So they said that the smallest thing, like, is a spooky ghoul saying stay away, and now they're saying that over there is a translucent figure. No, it isn't. That is literally just a trick of the light of the camera. Honestly, that's a joke. Okay, right, that bit. Okay, hold on. Okay, see that? That bit, I can kind of see. I can see that bit, okay? That is a little bit more spooky. But the other bit, nah. What else could be cast in that light? What do you reckon there, chat? Tell me in the comments, honestly. I don't have a clue, because, like, look at it. It's kind of moving. It's kind of moving quite fluidly. Unless it's someone, like, I mean, this is a long shot, but unless it's someone on a couple floors above them with a light behind them, and that's a shadow, like, casted from the other side of the building. Obviously, I don't know the terrain that they're on, or I don't know the actual building that they're around, but come on. My God.
The explorers have no idea what they just captured, and it was the channel Fourth Wall that actually found the strange, unexplained figures and pointed them out.
Yeah, because they don't know what they've captured, because they didn't capture it. They just sent out the video. You know what? Another reason why I know this is fake for a fact is because they sent it to this YouTube channel called Fourth Wall, yeah? And they didn't even know if anything was in it. Allegedly, they didn't even know if anything was in it. But, like, if you didn't think anything was in it, then why would you send it?
So, completely unaware of what's happening around them, they are still trying to find that one unlocked door that is said to be cursed.
Yeah,
As they are checking doors on the 4th floor, they hear something above them.
Well, let's just say it is cursed, all right? Let's just say it is cursed for the sake of the video, yeah? They know it's cursed, they know it is, but they're still going there, and they're still going to try and open that door. Why? Like, if you know it's cursed, then why in the hell would you bother going in there and try to get that curse? That's kind of like eating candy at Halloween and knowing that someone's put razor blades in there. And just eating it anyway. Like, why? What are you doing? If you guys haven't seen these, I've watched a couple of, these, not this one, but, like, some paranormal videos on my Twitch streams. I've been streaming on Twitch for the past almost 4 years. I've watched quite a few of these, and I've debunked every single one. And bar a few of them, you know, shout out to the boys. Some of the events in those videos, I can't really explain. This one, I don't know, it's... Already, it's so debunkable, I don't even know why I'm making the effort of uploading this video. Okay. What was that then? Sound like a door. No, I'll tell you what that sounded like. That sounded like someone kicking the absolute hell out of a rail above them. I don't like, kicking the hell out of it. That sounds like someone maybe, like, stomping a little bit on the level above them. You know what I mean? Like, almost like the guy that they brought with them that has the incredibly deep voice that was behind them earlier on. Remember that bit? Almost like there's another person with them, which consolidates what I was saying earlier. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. The other guy's just saying, no. This is kind of feeling like a Life of Luxury video. If you guys want me to react to a Life of Luxury video, let me know. Let me know which one in the comments. I'll have a look. Those videos are cracked. On my stream. Oh my God. What was that?
The guys hear a loud bang that sounds like a door slamming shut on the 5th floor. When one of them goes up alone to check it out, he sees something so scary that they both just make a run for it. Could it be that he actually saw one of the strange figures that they unknowingly
of course he wasn't holding the camera. Of course he wasn't the one that was holding the camera that went upstairs. That would be too convenient, wouldn't it? I could say I saw, oh my God, what's that over there? And there's nothing there, is there? You know what I mean?
Is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Exactly what you just said there, mate.
With credit to the original Reddit poster.
There you go, there they are.
Reddit user Princess Lena87 says that late one night, her two friends were hanging out at their house in Colombia After the
Can I just say, by the way, I really like if not for the fact that most of these videos, from what I understand, are really easy to debunk. If we're going off of the first one there, one thing I do like about Nuke's top 5 is that he's giving credit. Well, I say his. I don't want to assume they are giving credit to whoever made the video in the first place. We love that. And that being said, if you guys want to find this video, it'll be in the description. Okay. There you go. There you go. A little service to you there, Nuke's top 5. Don't forget. Don't say that I never treat you.
one of the videos they recorded seems to show an uninvited guest.
Really? There's no audio then.
Did you see it? The video is cut short, but right before it ends, a very creepy red face can be seen right behind the two unsuspecting girls. The strange, distorted face seems to have
Really? Oh, thank God it was recorded on a DS.
right behind the two
It's part of a
unsuspecting
bag.
girls.
It's part of a bag. Wait, hold on. Let me see that again. Wait, hold on a minute.
The video is cut short, but right before it ends,
Oh,
a very creepy red
okay, right, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's pretty creepy. Did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch that? Hold on. Let me see if I can go back again. But I'll slow it down a bit. I'll slow it down a bit. So she's going to lean back in again, and then watch that corner there. See that appear just then? That's a bit creepy. To be fair, creepy value. This one's a bit higher there. They're Nuke's top 5. Good stuff. I'm happy. I'm happy with what I've seen.
can be
That
seen
is pretty
right
creepy.
behind the
But then
two
again, who's to say that one of them, or maybe there's another person there holding up a stick with a painted baby doll head on it. You know what I mean? I know they could say that with anything. Like if I don't know. If Dean just started flying about behind me over there, and yes, that Dean Winchester, if you're Winchester. If Dean just started floating over there and started going in the background, you lot could say, "Oh, there's someone with a green screen recording it." You know what I mean? It's got a green screen. Someone's like in the background with a green suit on. Yeah, anyone could say anything like that. Fair enough. That's a very easy way to debunk stuff. Okay, but in the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, that is like that there. The head's quite small. Looks like a traditional, like the typical baby doll's head. You know what I mean? You know which one I'm talking about. But it looks like that. You know what I mean?
So did the friends accidentally capture something dark and sinister on camera? Or is it just a very bizarre optical illusion? What do you think?
Oh, is that it? Okay, that's it. You just put it off there. Okay, well, honestly, I don't think it's an optical illusion. I think it's actually there, which would be outstanding, you know, because it doesn't look like it's edited in, but it could also be another person behind them holding it up. You know, it could be that with a stick. You know what I mean? Baby's head on the end of a stick, like a club. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's kind of like one of those clubs, school clubs out of the forest. You know what I mean? But
it's a TikTok account dedicated to videos of her cute cats and dogs. However, one night her cat Sasuke is acting very strange.
Sasuke, nice name
Lauren pulls
for
out her
a cat.
phone to
I like that.
record the cat's odd behavior.
It's nice
But
name in
when she
general.
brightens the foot,
Sasuke? Gee, look at him. Oh my god.
I know for a fact what they're going to mention. Is it that thing that looks like it's walking down the stairs behind the couch? You know that funny bit that people do for kids when they start walking downstairs or going down to the cellar behind the couch. You know, I would do it, but my legs would give way. You know, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. And also another thing as well. I'm going to call it right now. They're going to say, "Oh, the cat saw something." Yeah, like there's a lot of animal videos that are out there where they say, "Oh, the animal's seen it because they're looking off at anything." Bro, do you know the size of a cat's brain? You know, like it's probably just looking at a speck of dust flying through the air and saying, "Oh, maybe I can catch that." They do it with kids as well, like that toddlers. Maybe they're just looking another direction and they're like, "Oh, what do you see?" And they say, and like if they've got like a past relative or something like that, say, "What does he look like? Does he look like him?" And they've got like a picture. They've got a picture on the phone looking at dead Uncle Bobby. You know, it's like, does he look like him? Is it like him? And like, they're behind the camera just like, say it looks like him, no. You know, say it, no. You know? But this one already, the cat's looking up into the distance, you know. It kind of looks like it's going to be one of them. If it is, I know it's going to be fake. But anyway, let's keep moving.
A creepy shadow figure can be seen walking through the kitchen area
flashbang.
in the back. Lauren says she was home alone and has no idea who or what this dark, ominous figure could be.
Why are they all recorded on Black Mirrors?
Left with basically no
Are we just going across all of the filters that we could possibly add to the video? Like, what the hell?
other options, she says she might just have to burn it with fire.
Okay.
But let me know what you think this could be. Paranormal travels to an abandoned car parts factory in the city of Ostrava in the Czech Republic.
Okay.
The factory has been abandoned for almost 60 years after a large explosion in the building tragically took the lives of several workers. After the incident, the factory was declared to be a very unsafe work environment and was forced to close down for good.
Okay.
However, locals claim that some of the deceased factory workers just never left. They say that the restless spirits of the workers still roam the abandoned factory hallways. First time YouTube...
Have they got nothing better to do? Like, imagine, like, working your 9 till 5, and it works the hell out of you until you literally pass away. And then you just stick around in this... I mean, I know sometimes people say, oh, ghosts, if they're around, they're trapped in their locations where they died, you know? But if that's not... I don't know. I don't know. Again, this is just arguing the case of ghosts being real, which... I don't think they necessarily are. I think ghosts. Or the entire idea of ghosts might be able to explain under energy. I believe in energy, you know. And I feel like a lot of other people have this story of a light bulb popping over a certain thing which an old family member sat on. I mean, in my case, my granddad used to have a very particular chair that he used to sit on, and one time a friend went over to the house after he had passed, and he sat down, and the light popped above his chair. No one sat in his chair, yeah? I feel like a lot of people have the same story at that time. But at the same time, it could just be all down to chance. You know, the amount of people in the world, the amount of people that you meet, you know, there's a chance that they might hold the same story, you know? But in this case, like, I feel like it could also be put down to energy. It might not be a ghost per se, but I think everything might have an energy behind it. Everything that lives might have an energy, and once you pass, I don't think you've got necessarily a ghost or anything like that, but I think an energy is outmitted. I don't even, what's the right word there? I don't have a clue, but but you know, it's shot out, and then it's just out there in the world. You know, there's scientific thing. You know, energy cannot be created; it can only be transferred. You know. You know what I mean? Or like it can't be destroyed. I forget which one it is. I've not been to school for many years now. but I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments anyway. But you know what I mean, though. You know the gist of what I mean, you know? But like, I don't know. That's my belief, kind of. I don't know. It's very loose. I don't know. I don't have too many like beliefs in ghosts or these energies anyway. But either way, I think it's very... there's not really much proof on ghosts, is what I'm trying to say. And if they are trapped in this location, have they got something better to do than just to be knocking about somewhere?
Ghost hunter Bono is carefully exploring the large empty building when suddenly he hears a very unexpected sound.
Tady je teprve konec, jakoby. A tady to jde ještě dál. Tamhle až někam. Tam ještě. Co to
Could be another person simply going around in the abandoned building that you're in. Someone's exploring an abandoned building, and they hear a bang, and then they lose it, and they run away screaming. That could literally just be another person doing the exact same thing as you. You know, you ever thought about that? You know, it could just be another person making a video as well. You know, and that video might not have done as well. You know, and yours got sent in. You know, there could be another POV somewhere else, but I don't know. Oh my God. In the end of the day, no one knows if any of these things are true. But you know,
Teď jsem si málem... To jsem udělal sám.
okay.
Kámo,
At least he said that was him. You know, not many people would say, "Oh, that was me." You know. Most people go, oh, what was that? You know, but he announced it was him. Okay, a little bit more plausible with him saying that, but fair enough. This guy's so real.
Bono has no idea where the loud sound came from and is a bit freaked out. But little does he know that things are about to get even creepier.
Yeah.
Tady je další místnost. Tady jsou nějaké šuplíky. Proč to nechce? No, nic to není. Tady to.
Also, can I just say as well, that chair that was sat there, that chair, it looks like a good quality chair, you know? And I know they're expensive as well. I know them chairs are expensive. If it's shut down, if this place is like shut down and abandoned, why have they left the chair there then? I'll bring that with me, you know? Honestly, when I was a kid, all I ever wanted was a spinny chair. I'd walk around IKEA with my parents, and I'll see a desk chair, I'll be like, Dad, can I have it? And he'll go, no. Mom, can I have it? No, don't undermine your dad. You know? But if I saw that thing there, I'm taking that home, and I'm spinning around in that until I throw up. My God.
Nic, a tady... Ne.
Fishing string. You know, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that one. It could be fishing string. All of these videos, yeah, they're always like, they've always got their phone and they're always like as close to the wall, or like not even, they always don't show the entire room. They could have walked in with someone, you know, like they could have been like that and just went, go around there. And then they could be like, oh, there we go. Oh, and they turn around the camera and someone's got this fishing string and they just yanks it as they turn the camera and they're like, show more of this. If you had like a 360 camera walking around there and it happened, fair enough. You know, of course, people still hide stuff just as easy, but at the same time, have a 360 camera, we can get rid of these, at least most of these possible hooks.
Já už tady. Viděli jste to?
Brother, you didn't walk very far, did you? Don't get me wrong, I'm a bigger guy, you know, but like, still, I would not be out of breath from that little jog. You know, you...
Kámo, tam se normálně otevřeli. Tady tahle skřínka mu byla zavřena.
Oh, there it is. There it is, the infamous hand. You see it, and like, I want to say this here. You see it in like almost every single paranormal video. You see the person behind the camera putting their hand in front, you know? Putting their hand in front, and it's always pointing. Of course, we saw what happened. Your camera was like that, mate. My God.
Půjde vidět, protože já přísahám, že to bylo zavřené. Já z tohle pokoje pryč, kámo. Tohle bylo na mě fakt až moc.
As Bono is exploring one
It's very sensual, isn't it? Like, it's really whispering into my ear canal. Hello?
of the rooms, a closet door opens on its own. He just manages to capture the incident as he pans his camera around the room.
Could be
First
fishing.
time exploring.
Fuck off. No, sorry for swearing, but at the end of the day, he did not pan it across the room. Look at this.
Just to capture the incident as he pans his camera around the room.
He didn't pan the camera across the room. There's a whole other camera angle which was not being shown, where his friends laughing.
Time Explorer is shocked to his core, and he just makes a run for it.
Okay.
But after a little time to calm down, Bono decides to continue his exploration through the haunted factory.
Okay.
It did not go well.
I'm sure it didn't.
A tady, kámo, tady to bylo mega creepy třeba. Tady jsou nějaké... Fuj, bych nejet moc teda.
What the hell is inside? What's in that sink? Okay, up like maybe a bit of like ceramic, maybe. Acutol. Acutol spray. Okay, I'm not that like I can read that. If anyone knows what that is, let me know. But like, that sink seemed better days, hasn't it? What's the yellow hue? Has that been pissed in?
Tvůj hned moc teda. Jsou kabinety, nějaká divná věc na zdi a jinak...
What was that? Brother. It's a chair getting dragged if you didn't see it. Look at this.
Nějaká divná věc na zdi a jinak...
Of course, it's behind the cabinet with the door open, so you can't see the person behind it pulling it with fishing string. Come on, mate! Like, oh, Jesus Christ!
This time a chair mysteriously
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've already debunked it, mate.
Something that Bono didn't even notice. When Bono uploads his video, a few keen-eyed YouTube viewers point out to him that he had actually caught something downright chilling.
Okay.
But, did you see it?
A tady, kámo, tady to byla mega creepy třeba.
There's a shadow in the window. You know, that could just be another mate in there. You know, that could just be another mate in there, just like crouching behind him, you know?
Strangely enough, the source of the reflection cannot even be seen in front of the camera, even though it seems to pass right in front of him. Now, this is
No, it doesn't. It passes behind him. That's how light works, dickhead.
not simply an odd double reflection. Note that the figure is moving sideways, and there is no second reflection of Bono's light or camera.
Yeah, and it just so happens to not record that way until that person's went past him. Like,
So, did Bono unknowingly capture one of the spirits that lost their lives in the tragic factory accident 60 years ago? Let me know what you think.
no.
The Farmhouse. Paranormal investigators Cody and Sean from the YouTube channel The New Reality Paranormal are investigating a farmhouse in Southern California that's been abandoned since the late 1980s.
Okay.
They believe the property to be haunted by a sinister male entity named Frank, whom they suspect to be responsible for the deaths of at least 2 women during one of their lives.
Any proof for that? Or are you just going to say that? You're just going to say that he's responsible for that? Or have you got any proof? Ever, you know, is there any police records that happened? You know, or I'm guessing no, because you didn't back it up. But like, I guess we'll go with what you said. I'll put my trust in you there, Nuke. Don't you worry.
Streams, they discovered that they might have actually captured one of the spirits on camera.
All right.
What was that? Dude, did you just hear that, bro?
Well, already I'm seeing that they're pros in the business, because they've got one of these down here. Don't know what that is? That's like kind of like a little motion detector type of thing. I think it is anyway. I think it's a motion detector type of thing. I saw it in one of the boys' videos, you know. But like, anyway, we'll continue. But like, they've got some tech anyway. But is that a hold on? Is that an EMF? Right. Okay, chap. Let me tell you something. EMFs, aka electromagnetic frequencies, yeah, can be captured with an EMF detector, okay? Now then, ghosts don't put out EMFs, alright? The law behind it is kind of saying, like, a ghost might disrupt one, but there's no actual proof for that. There's no actual proof of a ghost disrupting EMFs, yeah? There's a lot of like stuff around EMF detectors saying like, or ghosts make them, or like if it's EMF detection, there's got to be a ghost there. No, you could literally just have anything that has an electromagnetic frequency in the room with you, and you could face it towards it, and that could make it go off. The amount of YouTube videos where I see like ghost hunters using EMF detectors, and the second I see them, I'm like, okay, you're taking the mick, you're joking, because the amount of them I see that have that, and then they point towards maybe a light or a radio or something like that that has an electromagnetic frequency radius is stupid. You cannot sit here and say that you are a a ghost hunter if you use one of them. If you use an EMF detector, you're already off on the back foot. You know, don't use one. It makes it less plausible. In my opinion, it does anyway. You know, and I think that's what it's holding. You know, but anyway. I'll only keep running, but I just had to rant about EMFs. If you want to learn more about it, go online, look at what EMFs actually are, and what they actually do. Because a lot of people, they just use EMFs, and people just listen to ghost hunters and say that it's got stuff to do with ghosts. It doesn't. It doesn't. They just say it does, and now it's a very popular ghost hunting piece of equipment. It doesn't, alright? Look it up. Let's keep moving here.
What was that?
Dude, did you just hear that, bro?
Was a shuffle behind you? What was that?
A strange white mist seems to float up towards the light that Cody is holding. Now,
could be some sort of like ghost orb action, maybe, or like maybe he's just fell back a little bit and he's just kicked some dust up off the ground, off of the floor of the abandoned building.
certainly could just be dust particles or an odd trick of the light. But it's very strange that the mist seems to travel upwards right towards Cody's light.
You wouldn't be able to see it if it wasn't in the light. You know why? Because light is bouncing off of the particles. You know, it's going through the beam. You know, if there was no beam of light, you wouldn't see it going through the beam.
And then, in their newest video at the farm, they capture some evidence that is much harder to explain. This time the guys are joined by Eric from the YouTube channel Exploring with Eric.
Okay.
So, New Reality Paranormal team member Sean conducts a blind spirit box session. What this basically means is that he is blindfolded and the only sound he can...
He ain't blind. I've been through 2020. I know how see-through they are. He ain't blind. Don't you lie to me, boy.
can hear is from the spirit box. He can't hear or see anything else around him, and so he just randomly repeats aloud what he hears from the spirit box. Meanwhile, Cody and Eric get a little spooked as they start to hear other strange sounds and voices.
You see what I'm seeing, right? That, listen, yeah? I don't know how these work, so let me know in the comments, yeah? Now, night vision doesn't turn black clothing white, does it?
Hear or see anything else around him, and so he just randomly repeats aloud what he hears from the spirit box.
Is that even the same guy? I don't think it is. He's not wearing the same garments. Like, if you're gonna make a video, yeah? If you're gonna make a video, at least, like, wear the same clothes in and out of edits. I might be wrong. Maybe night vision changes that. I don't think it does, though.
Meanwhile, Cody and Eric get a little spooked as they start to hear other strange sounds and voices all around them. But their camera mics just aren't picking them up. However, they do manage to capture one very strange whisper.
Wow. I just got chills all over my body. Did you hear that? What was that, dude?
I just heard it.
Of course, it's hot micing through CSGO. It sounded like a S-Effects from Halo Infinite.
Oh,
Get out of here. Woman's voice.
you heard that, right?
I heard that loud and
Let's go in here, dude.
Not safe.
Woman's voice. Try another male voice. Jesus. Woman's voice. Please go. Woman's voice. Steven is here. Who's Steven? Another guy.
You know what I was talking about earlier with, like, a green morph suit? Yeah? The way that's moving, that is moving like someone in a morph suit. It's moving like... What's that? It's moving like a pink... not pink morph suit. I'm thinking about Filthy Frank now. It's moving like a green morph suit.
Something cold is touching my knee right now. You got me.
What is it? Throwing it back?
Woman's voice.
New Reality Paranormal static
Oh,
camera
we got a new
captures what appears
filter
to
on
be
it now.
a strange dark figure making very odd movements at the edge of the frame.
It's dry.
As Eric and Cody come back, you can clearly see that they are not carrying a light source that could have created the shadow. There are no
It's funny that. It's funny. It's almost as if you can put items down on the fucking floor.
other lights, so whatever was casting the dark shape would have had to been in the same room with Sean and in between the two cameras and the wall.
Sure it is.
However, there's nothing there. So just what is this? Did the New Reality Paranormal team capture something supernatural lurking in a haunted farmhouse? Let me know what you think down in the comments.
Oh my God.
By the way,
This
Sean and Cody from
video
the
is
New Reality
24 minutes
Paranormal-
long. This video is 24 minutes long. The recording is 45 minutes. I yap too much, don't I?
And then Farmhouse.
Actually, let me know if you want me to edit these as much as I will. You know, because I'm going to be editing this one down. But let me know if you like what you see. Let me know if you want me to edit it down. Because if you don't, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it raw for you guys. But God damn. Let me know if you want to edit it down anyway.
Plans to do a 5-part series of this creepy abandoned farmhouse.
Surely
Be
you
sure
will.
to check out their YouTube channel for upcoming videos.
New Reality Paranormal.
The
There you go,
Looking
there,
Glass.
chat. Check it out.
Now, this next story might seem very familiar to you if you're a regular viewer of this channel.
Is that the last
now,
one?
over the course of
No,
a
it's
year,
not.
Facebook user Abiud Hernandez Alvarez has
There's
captured
1,
many
2,
terrifying
3,
paranormal
4,
experiences
5.
on
There's
camera
6 of them.
and shared his experiences on his
It's
Facebook
Nuke's top
page
6.
for hundreds of thousands of people to see. Abiud claims that his apartment in
That was a
Mexico
shadow, wasn't it?
City has been haunted for over a year by a restless female spirit. In Abiud's home, books are
I know people out there that'll be wishing for that to happen to them. Okay, fishing string. Fishing string.
He often hears
People,
unexplained knocking and slamming sounds on his windows and doors.
Again, camera right up against the
What sounds
hissing
like a
wall.
woman in
You
high
know what I mean?
heels can be heard walking through his apartment, slamming doors in what seems like a fit of rage.
No mames. Ahí está. Todavía los tacones están yendo para allá.
You notice how the sound was coming from behind him, but it's walking forward. He's walking away from the sound. He's also walking away from the person who's making the sound in those stilettos behind him.
And
That was
strangest
quick,
of all-
wasn't it?
And
Don't body my wire. That was still I saw him right behind the board, the door, just grabbing the door and just going, "Wham!" My God, that was like a thunder shock. I used to have one of them. I used to have on my first ever shift that I did at my old job. I used to work at a restaurant for one of my first jobs there, chap. And one of my first ever paychecks, I was wondering what to do with it, because you know when you're a kid and you just want to buy something because you can, you know, for the first time ever, you can buy something. I was just holding this money. I was like, what do I want to get? And I looked on eBay and I found I think it was a 6 foot tall, maybe 6.5 foot tall teddy bear. It took up like most of my bed. I used to have like a double bed up at the house, like this one over here. Funny thing about that bear, a couple of years ago when I was on stream, I actually took it all apart from took all the insides out and got inside the bear and wore it for a special like follower special. I think it was, or maybe it's X amount of subscribers on YouTube, but I'm not on YouTube, on Twitch. But yeah. Funny thing that, how this, and by the way, it looks identical to the one that I had. Mine was just bigger, but like, that's crazy. But I think the one that I got came to around maybe just over 100 or maybe about 200 pounds. I forget. I'll have to look it up at some point. I don't know if I still got the receipt for it, but like, god damn, that's crazy. Of course, he's recording the wall. Look at this. See that? He gets that. He's allowing someone to walk behind him right now. He moves to the left, allows him to get ready, And because it's recording the gym equipment up against the wall, like I don't know what it's supposed to be recording there. Then the knocking happens. Because he's just nonchalant picking up the head of his teddy bear. You know, that's why he's in there. Don't lie to me!
A woman can be seen sitting in a chair that only seconds earlier was completely empty.
I wonder why. Why do you think? Maybe because he panned into the teddy's head and lifted it up and then moved to the left to allow the woman to sit down in the chair where it wasn't panning towards her. You know? Oh, that gets me pissed. They think I'm stupid. No, honestly.
Even stranger, when he turns back around, the creepy apparition of the woman is gone.
Of course it is.
There's no one there.
Maybe because they stood up because they have legs.
That is slowly making Abiud's life absolutely miserable. But Abiud continues sharing his strange experiences on his Facebook page.
Yeah, for sure has made him miserable with that 8.4k likes ratio. Yeah, you know what I mean? 8.4k likes and 1.9k comments. You know what I mean? I wonder how much funding he's getting for making these. He is absolutely miserable.
After almost 3 weeks of recording the mirror every single day, the camera finally captures something truly bizarre.
I thought these were the walls around the mirror, but it's not. It's actually just the mirror on like a vertical camera shot. So anyone could be in the top right of the corner, top right corner, just rotating the fucking thing. And maybe just like moving the chain, you know, maybe with some fishing string. Also, how is this mirror connected to the wall? Like, that's another question, like, how is it? I thought it was propped against the floor, but never mind. It's on the wall. Is it connected like on a bearing in the middle? Is it a Beyblade window? Like, what is it? What's it connected to? Like, how is it rotated on the spot there? Fishing string. Fishing string. Fishing string. Fishing string. Fishing string.
The mirror begins to shake and a chain hanging at the top seems to move on its own. Then, very weird things start happening to the camera. And strangest of all, the mirror reflection actually captures the bizarre camera movements.
I'm getting tired here.
In the reflection, you can see that there's no one behind the camera. Yet it moves, turns upside down, and the digital viewfinder slams open and closed. But it gets even creepier. One night, the power mysteriously goes off in Abiud's apartment, and things around the house seem to be moving all on their own. Abiud grabs his camera and starts recording the strange occurrences. While he's filming, he once again captures something absolutely terrifying.
Also, can we just say again, it starts in the recording on the teddy bear again. It's like a focal point. That's like his it's like his action. It's the teddy bear. That's the beginning. That's his action point, you know? And then after that, that's when the show starts. That's when everyone knows, always when it's put that down, now we can start doing it. Now we can start moving stuff around in the house. Why do all of these houses look haunted too? I'm gonna say they look haunted. They've got like no decoration. They look like he's walking around in an IKEA. It's either that or they look like they've been furnished in the first-time player of The Sims 4. Also, the doors always look like they've been kicked the shit out of. You've got scuff marks everywhere. It's as if, like, someone's kicked it that hard to close it really hard and make a really loud bang for a video.
Aquí en la sala y en la recámara he tratado de dejar harina también en la sala, en las sillas, en todos lados porque ha habido...
What are you recording, mate?
Pero las campanas ya... ¡Ay, cabrón!
There's someone in the room with you. You what? You're pissing me off now. And they could have moved that as well.
Ha estado cambiando de posición en toda la
Yogi the bear. And now the wind chimes are going off. Just so happens they've left the room as you opened it. And now the wind chimes are going off. There's at least one other person in this house right now.
No sé.
And it's not a ghost.
Solo ocurre en la recámara.
Fishing string, honestly.
También ha estado sucediendo.
There is one corner of the chair being pulled.
Incluso dejé un poco de harina. Lo que es el asiento y... Pero no lo veo distinto.
You know what tape is, don't you? You notice how he's not showing the top of the book. He's not showing where the tape would be to pull that page towards him. 1 or 2 people in the house now. Yeah, and he's not showing where the tape is on the book. Yeah? Already. You're gonna leave that part. You're gonna look at the bit that didn't move and not show the bit that did. You know, because that would out him for the hoax that this is. You know? It's always when you're not looking at it, right? When you're not recording it.
Pero no pienso abrir la puerta en esta ocasión. Definitivamente no.
What do you say?
No pienso abrir la puerta.
I won't open this door this time.
Definitivamente.
I definitely won't. Why not? Is it because your mate's in there and there's nowhere to go? Is it like a little closet? And you said, I'm not going to open that this time. Maybe because your mate's in there. Then when you turn around, he comes back out again. And then probably slams it behind you. Or maybe he runs off into the other room again.
Now, there are a lot of things happening in this video, so let's break this.
So he cuts off when he said he's not going into that room. Thank you so much there, Nuke's Top 5, for the captions on the 6th video. Thank you.
Down. The door.
4, 5, yeah, 6. On the 6th video, so it's not Nuke's Top 5, it's Nuke's Top 6.
And he hears unexplained knocking at his front door.
Well, it's not explained because that's the one thing he doesn't look at. He's making a video looking at all of the movements in his room right there, and he doesn't look behind that one for some reason. Even though that could explain what's going on in the video, you know? It's because it's fake. Case closed.
Truly horrifying event that Abiud didn't even notice when he recorded the video.
Okay.
So, did you see it?
When
Abiud hears something closing his window and turns around, the creepy female apparition is back. This time in the reflection of the mirror in the living room.
Just a theory. Hold on. Just a theory. Hear me out.
The creepy female
it's not a flashlight that is holding, is it? The camera's not got a flashlight.
Apparition is back. This time in the
reflection
of the...
Hear me out. What if, with the angle that he's recording this at the mirror, and where his hands are right now, holding the camera to keep it still, is he wearing a fucking wig and a dress? I'm convinced that's him. People have done strange things for content. Like, he could be the one in the mirror there wearing a wig and a dress. Honestly, it could be. Has he shown himself this video? I don't think he has. I wonder why. Cheers, mate. We'll leave it there. But thank you for watching there, chat. I'm going to go and edit this down now and all this stuff. Now, I want to say big thank you to everyone that's just watched. This is my first ever time doing anything like this, so big thank you. We'd love to see it. Thank you for coming to watch the video. If you like what you see, please be sure to like and subscribe. This is a new channel. It's not a new channel, but I mostly do live stream content here on YouTube and also on Twitch. So be sure to go and check out the description for links towards Discords and also Twitch and also maybe even a time when I would usually start streaming. You'll also find that in my community Discord, which you guys are all welcome to. But there you go. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, be sure to go and watch another one of our videos when they're up. But in the meantime, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!